I just heard your path will never be the same, Aquarius. Your path will never be the same. There's something about you really not loving the energy where you're living and or working. It could be who more so that you're associated with. But Spirit's saying a lot is being fixed to change, and so you need to be viewing things in a very temporary light. But I feel the remainder of August, which is what we're here to talk about, will be very special for you when it comes to your spirituality. It will be very delicate at certain points because life has been too heavy. Life has been too, excuse me, difficult, right? And so we're needing to remember that as things tread on forward, as things proceed on forward, you need to be pacing yourself, okay? There's something about you needing to remember everything's going to be more than okay. Everything's going to be spectacular because Spirit has your back. And I feel like more than ever, Spirit's saying you need to remember that at the end of the day, you have your own back. And that means the world, right, to you, to your path moving forward. But I want you to remember as well that you have a lot going on and that can negatively affect you. But coming out from the good tarot with the Queen of Water and the Four of Air. Look at this. And so a huge energy comes through of protection. It's like Spirit saying we have literally... I'm getting a vision of several shields with no room in between surrounding you. And they're saying it completes you, comes back full circle. Anyways, but I feel like you're needing to see the brighter side of things. And you may even help other people do this all the meanwhile. There's a feeling of things coming through maybe a bit condescending at certain points. You coming through a bit robotic at certain points, even physically. But it's very noticeable when people are listening to your voice. So I would say maybe cleanse your energy. If need be, try to delay the accomplishing of something, to a later point in that day at least. For, again, you're feeling energy accurately and things are quite off at certain points. It's not your fault and you shouldn't have to feel it or deal with it. But yeah, just adjust when need be. Try to be flexible. But the Queen of Air over here, as well as the Queen of Water, because I feel like Aquarius, you are being viewed in a very feminine light at this time. Please don't take that offensively if you're a masculine kind of individual, but it just feels like you are trying to flow in the remainder of August, but it's not always super doable. It feels like you are wanting to close your eyes and go to sleep at certain points and it just doesn't feel doable. It's the sense of you having a lot on your mind at times, including, spirits coming through. There's also a sense of you needing to, drop a bad habit, but then it's almost a sense of you knowing this, but then working against it. And so when they remind you of certain negative occurrences that came from that bad habit, or negative results from that bad habit from the past, don't be surprised, because they want you more than ever to get into this Queen of Swords kind of energy and adjust what needs to be adjusted, okay? Because you're kind of in this direct energy. Does that make sense? You're being very direct in the way you're accomplishing, the way you're communicating, the way you're even demanding from Spirit in the universe. And I'm hearing, I want, I need. But I feel that this direct kind of way of being and energy for you at this time is leaving you getting a lot done. I'm hearing a lot faster. And things will feel and seem faster than they actually are at this time because you've been asking for things to feel more like they are speeding up, like you're fast forwarding. It almost feels like the stalling sort of slow, sluggish energy from the Mercury retrograde period left you more than ever wanting to kind of get things moving and just, you don't want the stagnancy, this even stillness to take over or remain. And so I feel like you are going to, you need to pace yourself. Let's just be real. But I feel like you're learning about something sketchy from the past. I don't know why I'm getting that, but the Ten of Water. And I also want to remind you, when you are feeling a sense of discomfort, whether it's the way you're sitting, standing, it's because of the energy otherwise, just adjust yourself, right? You have that room to do so. But I feel there is something about your end-all be-all. It's like the Ten of Cups coming out because we need you to recognize that the ultimate, it's like it's not the ending per se, but your 10 of cups reality in the future is going to be so peaceful. All right, it's going to be grounding, it's going to be cleansing, and it's going to be purifying. There's a feeling of the temperature being quite dissatisfying for some, whether it's too hot, it's too cold. Anyways, I just feel like you're really thinking about adjusting things in your favor. And I know that you can't per se adjust the weather, but it's maybe some of you thinking about being somewhere as far as residing or traveling where the weather is more ideal for you. And so there's kind of a fantasizing energy at certain points, but then you're more analytical than ever for the majority of this time period, and that will help you greatly as well. Interesting. But the Star card, beautiful. So I feel like there's very star-like energy about you, and as the remainder of the month proceeds on forward, it's this highlighting of what you once dreamt about but gave up on. All right, it's this highlighting of what you dreamt about but now needs to be reworked, kind of rediscovered, right? And so then you're now visualizing it differently, more. Okay, some of you, it's about visualizing it larger, asking for more, asking for bigger, not settling because you know you're worth it, you know you deserve more, you know you deserve the best. And so as we each hone in on what we do best out of preparation, out of sake for progress, for moving forward and getting what we deserve, it just feels like you're going to be left with a lot of invigorated feelings and important messages coming through, the sense of importance that just takes over you. And I even feel like you're helping other people feel important at this time as well. But I honestly feel like you're going to find that Spirit saying you don't have to be in the perfect shape to be wrapped up with the perfect love, okay, or the ideal love for you, that soulmate. Because some of you are thinking about getting back into the dating field, or you have a chance, an opportunity to hang out with somebody or to go on a date or two, if not several. And I do sense that, or it could be more in regards to who you're dating at this time or who you're married to, but I sense that a lot of you need to remember that your physical shape is going to be attractive regardless to who is right for you, okay? I know you want to feel comfortable, you want to be, in better shape and all of this, but I do sense that Spirit's saying don't sweat the imperfections, okay? Or don't sweat the lack of perfection. So there may be a reminder, Aquarius, that you have recently been doing a better job in certain ways at not, stressing over or trying so hard to achieve perfection, while I feel you still have room for improvement otherwise. But I do sense that you maybe are kind of rewinding a bit, right? Trying to then, in certain ways, or with one situation, you're trying to achieve that perfection like you used to. Yeah, so let's just try to let that go, right? Embrace the imperfection and just go with the flow. But the Emperor, because you are very much, it's like, again, you're analytical and you're wanting to be ready. You're wanting to sail on forward. And so there's the sense of you asking yourself important questions. And Spirit is saying you have no idea how much this is preparing you. But I also want to say that when your voice shakes a little bit, just don't say it in the moment, right? Or maybe it's about you, kind of accepting that people will digest it if they're meant to, right? Or they'll digest it in the right way regardless. And there's also a lot of, okay, maybe self-judgment, but there's just judgment floating around in the energy fields. If you work a day-to-day or night job, I feel there's so much judgment being spoken, felt, the expressions on certain people's faces. But I also want to say that you are judging people's energy. Very interesting, Aquarius, because I feel like you have been feeling energy more than ever in an accurate way recently. And so in the remainder of this month, when you're noticing people's energy in a heavy way at certain points or in just an off way, maybe it's more in regards to how you're picking up on it or feeling it. Otherwise, you're just judging people's energy. It's like, why are you so negative? Or why are you being so sketchy? There's just a feeling of you learning a lot about other people's energies while needing to recognize your own more accurately. Okay. And I'm hearing that's going to help you a lot moving forward when things pop up that could, negatively affect your energy or whatnot. But I also feel like you're trying to organize your life a bit. There's a sense of this Aquarian collective feeling like things have been a bit too misplaced or all over the place, maybe a bit too shuffled. And so now, when it comes to your physical reality, I see a lot of you really enjoying or wanting to more than ever tidy up, organize, clean up, polish things. And it's going to give you the feeling that I sense, that I'm picking up that you have lost. Or have been missing, at least to an extent, recently. And I'm also feeling the sense of control that you are somewhat gaining in the moment, that you feel you're lacking otherwise, okay? But the Eight of Water says that you are thinking about doing what's right for you. Ooh, my voice. As I took the advice that Spirit gave me, or gave us, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Water is talking about, again, doing what's right for Aquarius. And so I see you strategizing, thinking about maybe leaving that job behind because they don't appreciate you enough. Maybe you're thinking about up and moving to a new place to live because you deserve your own spot or something just more ideal. I even feel like you're thinking about the energy of the area that you reside in very specifically. But I want to remind you that things are proceeding exactly as they're meant to, because it's very easy at this time to start questioning things a bit too much, to start fantasizing to the point where it feels less purposeful. Your current day reality, it feels less purposeful than it actually is. Let's pull a couple tea leaves. What else do we have for Aquarius? The Parrot card. Ooh, tread carefully, my friend, because someone will absolutely gossip about your Aquarian secrets. I feel like there's just a lot of chitter chatter at this time as well. It could be Spirit, but it feels like you're being less chatty while others are just chatting up a storm. So that might teach you a lot. But as well, that's playing into that Parrot card. Happiness, absolutely beautiful. Because I feel like you deserve the happiness that you're about to experience. It's the sense of the clouds clearing and, okay, they just showed me a vision of you walking forward along your path. And then all of these doves are just peacefully swarming around you. And they're saying on one end, you could view that as the hope that's now floating around in your energy field, but also talking about the spirits who are on your side. Beautiful. But let's leave the reading at that. I hope it was truly helpful. Love and light.